What are some money channels that you like to watch? Here's my partial list. Again, all of us are planning for our retirement or we're in retirement. These are some of the ones I watch, not in any particular order. You might want to take a screenshot of these and check some of them out. I'd love to hear what some of the channels you watch. Anyway, I recently saw a statement, and this was a statement that was one of the videos said retiring at 65 is a huge mistake, and that intrigued me. I go, why is that? And what he did is he started looking at a recent study. It's called the Healthy Life Expectancy Table, and it says at what age do people start losing their health? Not when they die, but when they actually start their health starts slipping, whether that be a heart attack, stroke, cancer, hip replacement, anything that would kind of diminish what you were planning on doing in retirement because of a health issue. And they found that in the average United States, the average age was 66.1. And his whole point is your health is more important than your wealth. In other words, if the average is 66.1 and you're going out at age 65, that only leaves you a little over a year to enjoy your retirement, a healthy retirement, before things start going downhill. He says your health is more important than your wealth. So the question is, should we retire earlier than 65, given that the average is 66.1? So that's what I want to look at in this video. So what we want to do here is I'm going to clear this all out. This is one of the spreadsheets that we use. Let's say, for example, you're 55 years old, been able to save up $500,000. You look at your Social Security statement. It says at age 67 you're going to get $2,500, and you're currently saving $500 a month. And your current expenses are about $6,000 a month, $72,000 a year. You're figuring retirement is going to be a little bit less than that, so we're just going to go with $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month when you retire. This is in current dollars here. What we want to do is go ahead and run some numbers here. And what we do on this channel is we use the returns for the S&P 500 for the last 100 years. And we simply project ahead what similar returns might do for you in the future, which ends up being a wide possible range of what may happen. And if we look at this period from 55 to 67, we're going to look at it at age 66, 65, and so on. But right now at age 67, this shows us that in the worst case scenario, which would be a 12-year period, in the last 100 years, using numbers from 1930, you'd have 479,000. I want you to notice something. You would have put in 572,000. So there's actually a period of time, if we had returns like 1930, that you'd actually end up with less money than you put in. Oftentimes you see people saying, if you have this much 10 years from now, you have this much. Not if we have a bad set of returns, like it's possible with these kind of decades, this kind of a decade, this kind of a decade, when you have some it calls it sequence of returns risk. When you have these kind of returns initially, that can really knock your nest egg down so that you have problems. So you have problems where you have issues like this, where you don't even have as much money as you put in. This is the worst case scenario. This is the second worst. And we'll look at these other ones in just a minute here. Now, notice what happens if we did that. Again, we're going back up here. You've got $5,000. Over the next 12 years, you're going to need $72.97 to have the same buying power with an inflation rate of 3.2%. This Social Security is going to grow. $2,500 is going to grow to $33.62 with the COLA. This year's COLA was 2.5%. Again, we're talking about the next 12-year period. So 12 years from now, if you did wait till age 67, you'd have this for your future expenses, this for your future Social Security. These are all approximations. So you'd need this kind of money coming from your nest egg. And if you did that, how long would your money last? It would not run out. This is the row we always like to look at. Your money's not going to run out. But again, that's retiring at 67. Well, the whole premise of watching this video is we want to retire earlier than 66.1, earlier than 65. So let's go down and through here and change this. Let's go to age 66. Now, if we had the worst set of returns, that'd be 1930. You'd have this kind of money, still less than what you put in. All this that are highlighted in yellow means you got less than what you put in these time periods. Okay, let's go to, so your money's run out at age 94, but every other year, possible year in the last 100 years, your money would last. How about age 65? Going out lasting till age 100. How about 64? Worst case scenarios, 76 and 82, but let me change this to 95%. 95% of the time, using numbers from the last 100 years, your money would not run out. Retire at age 64. Again, we want to have more years in retirement, healthy years. So we want to get away from the 66.1. Let's go to age 63. Age 63, your still money is lasting 95% of the time. You're not running out given these numbers. How about age 62? Now at age 62, 5% of the time your money's running out at age 79 or earlier, these being the two worst case scenarios. But let's change this percentage. Let's go to 90%. 90%, now your money's lasting. Let's see if we can key in on what year is the best here. 7%, kicking out 7% of the time, your money is still lasting. If we go to 94. So here's what that's telling us. Over the last 100 years, using these numbers, there was only, 6% of the time your money is running out, and in the worst 6% of the time, your money's running out at age 98. If you go to 93, your money is lasting. So again, with these kind of numbers, he has no problem. But let's change a couple other things. Let's say he's got this at age 56. Just to show you how I can change this. 56, now your money's running out at age 79, 7% of the time. Because you have one less year for these to grow, and you have one less year for this Social Security's COLA to grow. And so your money's running out at age 79. Let's see if we go to 90% of the time. Again, we're kicking out the worst. Okay, we're kicking out the worst 10% of the time. Your money's going to last if you have this amount at age 56. That just shows you what we can do on this channel with this spreadsheet. Let's go to 57 here real quick. 57, you run out of money at age 99. Let's do 89% of the time. Yep, your money lasts. So we're right at that key that if you are 57 years old and have this kind of money and want to go out at age 62 so you can have more time, so you're not worried about this right here so much, average healthy life expectancy, 66.1. At least in this case, you'd have 4 years and your money would last 89% of the time. And even that 10% of the time was still lasting until age 99. But that's what we do on this channel. We run all kinds of different numbers. I thought that was interesting. His point is, man, you don't want to reach retirement having enough money so you at last, but you've lost your health. You want to have as many years possible, healthy life retirement years so you can enjoy the monies that you do have saved, but you don't want to get to the point where you're retiring so early that your money will not last. I don't go any earlier than 62 because that's when you start getting Social Security. You kick out Social Security and everything changes. I mean, you're running out of money really early if you don't have Social Security kicked in there. So that's why I wanted to include in Social Security, because people are going to get that at age 62. Not this total amount, but they're going to get 70% of what they were going to get at age 67. But that's what we do in this channel. We love running numbers for people. We love creating spreadsheets. We love responding to these kind of observations there. Again, the whole point is you want to retire as early as you can so that your money will last, but that you can enjoy those retirement years before your health starts to deteriorate. Please share this channel with others. We do all kinds of videos. We've got hundreds of videos. We usually run numbers for people, see how the numbers might work out. If you want numbers, run your numbers, just put it in the comment section. Like somebody said, your videos are one of a kind because you actually show the numbers. You show how they might work out using 100 years worth of data. Something that's happened for the last 100 years. Probably going to continue to happen. Yeah, it's probably going to continue to happen. Again, we include the worst case scenario. So please like the video, share the video, and thanks so much for watching.